Alright, it's the day of the party. I'm ready to have a party. Here we go. Well, let's see. Dylan's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. I only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute. Oh shit, that's right, that's happening. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. What was that? What was that? Drink something. Maybe that will cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one, a reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Right. Everything's fine. Been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello? Gabby, come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey! You talk first. No, well... Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. Oh, what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least, not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. I gotta emotionally prepare myself for this, because it's gonna hit. I feel it. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. Spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for the fear of what it might contain, and I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. After all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things, and she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Ugh, now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I just remember all the times my sister provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates like 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. Ooh, no, she did not. She did not do that. Ooh, I'm on the side of Jill. That hurts me so bad that I feel physical pain from that. Okay. And you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did, and you were all confused all day. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. The letter was supposed to piss me off like that. I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always make the news, her case is more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18. Whoa. We kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know, I was eager to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. Shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was ended up killing her, but they couldn't find out what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere. Maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. What? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me what she did. Or that she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I'd given a chance to the research and just do the thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive. You're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill? Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though, if only she... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together? Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is to try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though. Did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after we left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... Let's just call out all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger? Danger? What is my English comprehension skills? What the fuck? I have, yeah. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time, and the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar, and the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey, Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. Not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was for the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously, it was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could really be pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once she'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life into her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was best for me. And what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No, I never stopped loving her. That's why it hurts so much. But you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break free from something for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what I wanted to do next. I can understand. I sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you fighting, huh? Yeah, you know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't react to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. Could have been avoided if I just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. What? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how she was sorry about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. You're quite the hotheads, you mean, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. Why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? You didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded. But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. Couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like, what, 7 at the time? Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what the reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear you and my sis were meant for one another. We both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself for those past mistakes won't bring her back either. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Well, mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. Same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? Toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's... Yeah. Give her a sparkle star. There you go. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make your rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problems you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long, you idiot? I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough? You idiotic idiot? Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. They won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise we won't fight? I can't do that. What? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion, but what I can promise you is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over, like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Oh, that's so sweet. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right? For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? You like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. Might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? But I didn't put any alcohol in it. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny. I might jaw her for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? What? She gave me a beer, and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Anna's coming. The signal's lost. It's happening. I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. Oh my god. She said, so you do like eating... Ooh. That is some top-tier retaliation there. Jill? I'll, tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Probably a good idea, never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course! How would she cover for me otherwise? True, true. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Jill, offer to stay! Yeah, do it! I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Yeah, be a good sis. Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. At least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy! I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls, the acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Oh, that's funny. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? Guess that one wasn't as simple as said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and in her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Oh no, Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there's no proper divorce. That seems a bit odd. You have two kids who were... One was like in their 20s, and you never got married? Seems a little weird, but okay. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? Small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. I'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. What's happening? Is this the end of the chapter or is this the end of the game? It's the end of the game! Ah! Wow, okay. I had a feeling that the end of the year was going to be the end of the game. Wow, I have a lot of thoughts on that. It's gonna probably take a minute for me to sort of formulate everything. But first off, I will say I freaking love this game. I adore it so much. Going into it, I didn't really have much of an idea of what I was getting into, other than I knew it was very cyberpunk 80s aesthetic themed. I heard that the music was really, really good, which was pretty much the main appeal to the game for me from the onset. But I didn't expect it to feel like there was so much sort of like social commentary and parody and some politics in there, which to me, as someone who like, I really don't like getting into politics or any political side of things. I like to stay away from drama as much as possible. So it kind of like, there are some parts where I was like, oh, okay, a little bit much for me. But I really loved pretty much all the characters. Very sad, but I enjoyed that ending. It was nice. It still hurts inside that Lenore is gone and that there's nothing we can do about it, but I'm glad to see that they reconciled and there's a bright future ahead, potentially, for the sisters. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. The story itself was so interesting. I know I ragged the whole game that Donna and Jill should get together. I still kind of think they should in the future. I still kind of ship them, but I think that I did have fun. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, game. I still think that I like the idea of Gabby and... Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? Oh, is this... wait, who's... She's that kind of person now. Let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. Oh, this is probably Gabby and Jill. Oh, okay. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You're right. Good night, Jill. Aww. Aww, it's so... It's sad, but we'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. It's still... I really like that ending. It's very wholesome and like hopeful and looking to build a bright new future and relationship with Gabby. And also it seemed like everyone else was on good terms and everyone else was happy. Gil fucking did some stuff apparently and he's in a good mood. Stella seems to be very happy from the holiday. Say is recovering. Kim is doing well, it seems. Alma's still a little perturbed about her situation, but on the up and up. Jamie didn't really change. Didn't really get to see much of like an end, I guess. An Ingram. Dawson, kind of. Wednesday, February 1st. Okay, that's 2 months ahead. Okay. To think I'd be evicted. They are pretty ruthless. They don't even allow you to skip 1 month. I was 2 months late already, actually. Jill. At least it wasn't because you spent too much money on useless stuff, right? Right? About that. Forget it, I don't want to hear. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow you'll regroup and think about what to do next. Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here by the... Whoa, your bed is huge! A queen size, considering I lived with a guy for at least 4 years. It can get lonely, but also really comfortable. Just like single life, I guess. Hope you don't mind sleeping with me, but there's not enough space for the futon in here. I haven't slept in a mattress in, over 2 years now. That can be good for your back. And bad for my morale. Anyways, good night. Nighty-night. It's hot in here. Having her hug me certainly doesn't help. I don't want to wake her either. She looks so comfortable right now. I wonder if boss would have let me crash in her place. Oh well, let's just try to sleep a bit and, no, 4, go away. No, you piece of fur, don't you dare sleep on my face. Here, you can now save hard data. Loading hard data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day one while keeping your items and money. What? What? What does that mean? Oh, there's like a new game plus? Ooh. I like it. Okay. Wow. Alright. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just in this. Oh! 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 Oh, my heart. Oh, I love that so much. Oh, it's Gabby and Jill. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, my heart right now. I can't take this. I can't take this sweetness. Alright, I'm back. Okay. I just looked at the achievement I got, and I got the quote-unquote bad ending, which I assume is being evicted. I assume that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, wow, okay. It seems like there's still quite a bit other stuff to do. I think there's an ending where you get with Donna or something. It seems like that seems to be labeled the good ending, and there seems to be another ending with Dorothy and another ending with Alma. And I believe there's when I looked up how long the game was, it didn't really tell me, but it did say that there were 6 endings in total. So it seems to be like quite a lot. And what I didn't realize while I was playing the game until like sort of close to the end, I guess, is that giving different drinks will actually affect conversations and interactions. Mainly like, giving them more alcoholic stuff will potentially do that, or like giving them wrong drinks, or like giving them their favorite drink, things like that. I didn't really notice that until the end, until like, Alma would ask for her favorite and I would give her a Brandini just because I remember, or something like that. But yeah, wow. I really enjoyed that game a lot. I'm not 100% sure whether or not I'm going to actually play through the other endings here. Maybe, gotta just do it. You know what? I'm just gonna let it play. I don't know if I'm gonna do the other endings here. I don't know if I'm gonna play them on the channel. I might do something where I do it on stream, or if there's enough people that want to see the other endings, let me know in the comments down below, and I might play through them. But I do think that I'm going to play through this game again on my own. I want to see all the other endings, all the other stuff. I kind of want to. I really want to see what there all is to do in this game, because I'd say I highly rate this game. The pixel art is freaking fantastic, which I don't think I ever really commented on, but the animations for the pixel art is awesome. I freaking love it. I think my favorite is probably Stella's ears. Just the way that they're done, it looks so good and fluid, especially for pixel art. It's amazing. The music, as I said, great, fantastic, absolutely love it. Story was pretty good. All the characters I really enjoyed, except for a couple who kind of grew on me over time, particularly I would say Kim and Ingram. I really didn't like at first, but I started to like them a bit more as their characters showed up. But yeah, I really enjoyed this game, and I think I'm probably going to try to find everything I can do in this game, as I really enjoy it. And I would say it's probably, I don't know if I can put it in my top 5 games of all time that I have enjoyed playing, but I would say that it is definitely in my top 10 now. It really... I didn't expect it to get as emotional and activate the feels as much as it did, especially at the end, but it really did a number on me. And even though I got, like, I guess, quote-unquote, as the game puts it, the bad ending, I'm still happy with the ending we got, namely just because Gabby and Jill reconciled their differences and their fighting after Gabby's sister's death, after Lenora's passing. You know, it definitely left on a positive note, I think. And even though it's not the best ending, I still think it was pretty good, and I was happy with it. And I'd say the series as a whole, I really liked it. And also, just one small celebratory point, the series on the channel is actually done. It's over. Guys, we did it. We finished a game. That, I know for, like, a lot of people, that's not going to be a big deal. It's going to be kind of whatever. But for me, who has had a track record of not being able to finish a game for various reasons, as they're just, like, either not being interested or keeping up with it, or playing a game with another person and then having complications come up and not having scheduling work out or anything, and have to either just, like, postpone the idea of playing it or just stop the series completely altogether, to actually, like, stick with the series through and through and finish it is, I'm gonna chalk that as a personal win, as an accomplishment for myself. And I'm looking forward to the next game that we'll be playing whenever that happens, because I recorded a lot way more tonight than I thought I would, so it'll probably be a hot minute. But still, yeah, I cannot sing this game's praises enough. The fact that I'm still feeling emotions after this ending, I think just goes to show the quality of the game. And I think it's definitely had an impact on me. I will say I am a very emotional, like, empathetic person, so I think it strikes a chord with me a lot easier than it might for other people. But still, I would say, like, highly suggest the game. If not, at the very least, please go listen to the soundtrack, because the soundtrack is amazing. I cannot actually wait for the sequel, Nirvana. I will play that on the channel, 100%, no doubt. It might be a while after it comes out, depending on series that I'm doing and where those are at. But yeah, I would definitely play that. I freaking love this game. It was amazing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and sticking through this. Thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. And see you guys in the next video.